Hello everyone, and welcome to my first vlog. My name is Alex Potters, and today I will be talking about my class on medieval philosophy. Um, do keep in mind that I'm not a philosophy professor or medieval philosophy professor, and I'm certainly not quoting my teacher. These are my thoughts and what I think that I got out of the class and what we learn in class. Um, so we talked about how society was God-centric in the medieval times and even before that, and how religion still, wow, how religion still plays a big part in today's society. This also means that religion is a centric point in medieval philosophy. We have a lot of values still from religion in Holland, where I'm from. We have a lot of values from Calvinistische stroom of the Catholic Church. And he told us that a lot of people believe that our values don't come from religion, that somehow at some point we threw that away and created uh, our own values. And I found this really strange because I haven't heard of that before. Personally, I always have seen it as that our society now has come from a incredible religious society, really centered around religion, and I almost see that as necessary, considering this is the first time that where I think that it might be possible to do without religion. Um, so that's very interesting. And besides that, religion used to be a good way of ensuring that the child was influenced by both a father and a mother by putting a huge burden on things as divorce, um, which might be good or bad, but it was at least good for the kid. So, one of the values that I think we are losing now that we are becoming less religious, because I think that is possible now, um, is some family values. Um, I think that what plays a big part in that is that since we have birth control since the 1960s, we have gained control over our reproductive systems, which is something that is entirely new in nature and something that we do not know all the consequences of yet because it's such a new thing. It's the first time animals have ever been able to do such a thing. So it's not strange that there are costs with that, and I think that a big cost of that is the way children are raised nowadays, without, in many more cases, without a father or without a mother, or with the child split between them, and you can see the negative effects it has on children. And besides that, it has made sex something to that people think you can freely experiment with, that has no emotional bond, which I don't think is true. Although it can be true in some uh, on some occasions, in my opinion. But as a general rule, I don't think that's true. And to treat it like that, I think brings a lot of uh, pain and misery with it. Um, but on the flip side of this, because it's not all negative, considering it's such a big change, I don't think it's fair to say we can judge it so harshly already. And that's because we don't have all the facts, we don't know all the consequences, and for something that is so extraordinary and new in nature, um, I think 60 years is no time at all to really let that evolve itself like bloom. Um, bloom out, like develop itself. So I don't think it's fair to, at this stage, look at it and judge it, and say that it's all bad. But I also think that you should be careful with such huge changes in society, because a great system can be made incredibly worse with just a few small changes. While it's and that's pretty easy, but it's incredibly hard to make a great system work only a little bit better, um, because it's already working that well. And everything you implement has so many changes, has so many consequences, even when it's a small change. So such a big change certainly needs more than just 60 years to uh, develop, and so that we can uh, develop with it and change accordingly. And maybe it's a worse system, but I don't think we can say that yet. Although it's a worse system now, but that's the case with many things. Once you have a system that's working and you want to change to a system that might be better, you always have a transition period, where the thing uh, that's older and used to work is still better than the new thing, just because it's better developed. So yeah, that are my thoughts on the subject of this week, and I hope you enjoyed, and I see you next week. Bye bye.